All right, so Earth School, I had went on some tangents and stuff, and so like literally that's for somebody somewhere somehow. But Earth School, um, welcome to Earth School, and so a lot of people will say I didn't ask to be here and all that stuff, and once you get past a certain level, which is a part of being a part of Earth School, you realize you have different people on different levels of consciousness. Um, and it's not our job to look down on those that's on another level of consciousness and nothing like that. But it's also not our job to be destroyed by someone on a different level of consciousness because they lack understanding or awareness of their harm that they're causing. Some are very much aware of where they are on the levels of consciousness, and they choose to be there, and you let them stay there. Don't fight nobody, you know, that's hell bent on being devilish. like and some of them ain't even just being devilish. Some of them are just like hell bent on being completely, totally pure evil. um to me, I conceptualize the whole narratives of the devil and all that shit differently than the average person. That's just me because I have seen the devil in me. I have seen the devil in people that I love. I've seen the devil in all these things, and I've also have seen the God in the same people who I've seen the devil in, including myself. So like literally, I have a different perspective on the word devil or Satan or and then Lucifer is just completely even separate if you look at historical terms. Like Lucifer is completely separate from what Western people have made the devil. Um and then you also have to take a lens and account of storytelling. And I was talking about that in my previous video of how I kind of focus on the last 400 years because like if we go back to all the storytelling, a lot of it is lost in translation. A lot of it is lost in translation. A lot of the languages that it was written in, meaning get lost in translation. Then you also gotta take in account that humans were writing this, so interpretation, perspectives, literally who was the person, were they even a person that you could say was trustworthy? Okay, well deeming, who's trustworthy and stuff like that. So like a lot of times i can't I can't marry and worship scripts because like you literally say it, scripture. A script, a script is literally a written a written document, and that they're telling you must follow, and like I'm not on your script. That's why I can't fully commit to one religion because none of your narratives fit my script. It doesn't fit my soul being and my soul fabric. It doesn't fit my story. um of who I am. And so like I can't marry one individual, religion, and I just take what makes sense to me in my story. And I appreciate it, and I'm also able to know that if your religion fits your script, I'm happy that you have found something that fits your script wholeheartedly. And so like literally, but for me that hasn't been my narrative. My narrative has been um I'm a connoisseur and appreciative. I appreciate, knowledge from all things, and I can't just commit to one religious ideology. Um, Definitely when I think about the corruption that has taken place in a lot of these books, and the way that things are ran and done, like literally you have people deciding what stories got told, what versions of the story got told. There was multiple versions of the same stories. Like you can even look at it when you look at Luke, Mark, um Matthew. Like they're literally regurgitating the same thing. Like they didn't even try to change it too much. And so it's like, well, why? Why did they choose to do those same exact, and when we all know it's human nature, when we see stories being told, they're never identical, because the humans are not identical. We're You can have identical twins and literally they still have a different genetic coding. Like, just phenotypically they show up the same, but genetically speaking they still have a different coding. And so literally you're gonna get differences and perspectives, and it's like nobody thinks about this. Like, nobody thinks about who was the people in control of what actually got to be told, when you get to see right now in real time how wicked, pure evil people will literally burn books because they tell the truth. Will literally try to, you get to see it. You are seeing history repeat itself. Now, you don't have to know wholeheartedly, even though I think it is great, because I can't say don't learn your history. Like, I'm a big fucking person on learn your history, because that's the reason to keep repeating itself. But like right now, you literally, that's how I have something to compare it to, because I did learn my history. But right now you have like it in real time in your face, showing you how these people have like literally brainwashed society. Like, they literally do it by trying to take out the facts in history. But it's not gonna work this time, because like literally people are not relying on white supremacy to teach them about their history and about themselves. People are not taking face value that I am educated because I have white people's ideology of education. Like, a lot of societal norms is based in colonization's idea of what it means to be successful, what it means to be educated, what it means to be rich and powerful and wealthy. A lot of people don't even realize wealth is health. If you're fucking healthy, you wealthy. And that's the mind, body, soul, spirit, consciousness, and your heart. Like, and so much more. Like, that's your wealth. The only reason we value the things that we value today in society is because that's the standard that was upheld, and the standard that we have continued to uphold, because we think in our minds that if we can just, make it, we're gonna be okay. And it's like, it's that dog eat dog mentality, and that shit going out the window. That dog eat dog mentality is a lower level, surface level thinking, and I could never get with dog eat dog. Like, I could never get with that. Like, it's like, yeah, I got in survival mode. Like, yeah, I got to do what I gotta do to make sure that like me and my child can eat, and I can be able to take care of myself. But like, who created those conditions? And I said this in another video, I think last night. Like, who created these conditions that I have to even think like that in survival mode? That's why I've been able to forgive. I've been able to forgive simply because I do have a naturally forgiving heart. Mostly because I've been through a lot of shit, and so like I know that a lot of people are operating off of systems of, they have been extremely abused, they have been hurt and manipulated and brainwashed and conditioned themselves. And so like a lot of people haven't resisted against it. They have fallen victim to, if I can't beat them, I'ma join them. They have fallen victim to crab mentality. And people don't realize a lot of people decided to be at the bottom of the barrel. To be at the bottom of the barrel just so other motherfuckers could make it. And the whole point was for those people to make it and come back and pull up the rest of the people. And so literally, some people literally signed up to have the worst fucking horrific things happen to them just so that they could pull other people up. Just so that they could allow other people to climb off their backs to get out of the burrow. But you do got some in the burrow who literally feel like, don't you dare climb out of this barrel, because like literally I don't even plan on climbing out of this barrel anymore. I like being in this barrel and I want you to be in this barrel with me. And You're the fucking enemy if you try to get out of this barrel, instead of realizing like the whole time the enemy is the motherfucker that put all us in this barrel and told us to like figure it out. That's literally like, we have a common enemy, but like, I get it. Some people just don't understand it. So like, I don't know. I just have a forgiving heart. Long as you leave me the fuck alone, like if you don't keep antagonizing me, I could forgive just about anything, because literally, you ain't keeping on antagonizing me. And this doesn't mean, when my forgiveness don't mean that you don't have consequences. Like, baby, you gonna have to pay for your consequences. I gotta pay for my consequences, and I'm gonna keep reiterating that shit. Like, because some people think literally they don't have to pay for what they done. Some people think because they don't acknowledge what they've done wrong that they don't have to pay for consequences. Some people feel like, you know they can continue to do wrong and harm to others without consequence, and like, because they don't have immediate, consequences, that like literally they've gotten off scot free. And all you doing is building a debt against your ass that, you know, gonna be real hard to recover from. And ain't impossible, but it'll be real hard. And it just all depends on what you're doing, how you be doing it. So I'd much rather have a life where consequences smack my ass in the face right away. I can learn my lessons and get through that, than to be in denial and think that like literally I don't make no mistakes, my shit don't stink, and this person is just batshit crazy and blaming me for no reason. Um, I'd always rather be the person who can look at myself and see where I went wrong, even if you had ill intentions. Maybe I played into it. Take two to tango. So I just really like, if you could leave me alone, like bygones can be bygones for me. Just leave me the fuck alone. Like, you deal with your consequences, leave me out of it. But I do want to reiterate the moment that you keep trying to come up against a person who is kind hearted like me, who is loving like me, um, you hurt yourself. Like, you really do hurt yourself. I'm gonna be all right at the end of the day. I'm gonna be okay. I don't care what the conditions look like. I don't care what the situations, the circumstances look like. Like, I'm gonna be all right. God got me. Like, I'm in this situation for a reason, and I'm not gonna sit here and like, yeah, initial. I gotta adjust. But like, I'm not gonna keep sitting here harping on like what's wrong. I'm gonna acknowledge it, and I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep going forward. So I don't know, but I think like to incarnate here or reincarnate here, like literally, is is you signing up for war. And we get here and we forget. It's a common theme in the Bible. It's a common theme in a lot of different stories. Um Literally all we're looking at in the Bibles is stories of people who came before us. Stories of people who mastered themselves and their circumstances that came before us. Stories of people who wanted to uplift and elevate the vibration of earth, because there was evil here who literally wanted to do the opposite. They wanted to deprive and deplete the earth and the beings on it. Literally. So I, like I said, don't have the same view of the devil for real. For real, I just look at it like, even the devil translates to adversaries. Like, adversary, it just means adversaries. I have a disconnect with a lot of the stories that are in the Bible from a religious standpoint. I have to look at them as if I was looking at literature and I was in a book club and I needed to read this and understand this on a spiritual level, and me having a human experience level. Like, I have to look at these stories as stories, because they are stories and parables. A lot of them are not verbatim. A lot of them are whimsical and written with whimsy, and you have to have an imagination to think about, what does it mean to be in the belly of a whale? Like, what does that mean? um because we got to look at things from multiple point of views and levels. What does it mean that God told Adam that if he ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, he would die? but that was a lie. What does it mean that, like, what does it mean? Because to me, it felt like a false paradise. It felt like a false paradise. It felt like a false paradise. What God would want its inhabitants to be ignorant? We see the people who want us to be ignorant. We see that. And so, like, when I look at those stories, there's a disconnect to me as far as the God I serve. Like, I'm not saying that, like, literally I don't feel a deep connection completely, because I think those texts and all that stuff have been heavily manipulated to place blame on different, like, it plays blame on women. Like, if you look at the story of Adam and Eve, a lot of people want to place blame on women, but what about Adam? Like, like, Adam never gets the bad rap there. But literally, Eve does. Lilith was taken completely the fuck out, because Lilith literally goes against um societal norms of what a woman should behave as, because a woman should be, you know, blindly obedient and blindly submissive. Like, and not even submissive, it's a toxic submission that society teaches women to be. Society teaches women to be cookie cutter. Not every fucking woman want to be a mother. Not every fucking woman wants to be a homemaker. Not every fucking woman wants to be a wife. Like, society has kind of brainwashed us to view God as omnipotent, but literally we would put all these limitations on each other. We put limitations on sexuality. When I think about the stories of Sodom and Gomorrah, when I think about what happened after Noah saved, the animals and his family and the people that did decide to listen to Noah and go, like, I think about the stories of homosexuality, like, where you hear about homosexuality, and to me, homosexuality wasn't the real problem. Rape was. Having a society built off rape was. Having a society built off rape culture being okay was a problem. Because if you look at Sodom and Gomorrah, having freely sexual beings is not the problem. It's when you start to force motherfuckers. It's when people are literally moving and grooving off of greed, entitlement, and all that stuff. And, like, we keep missing the point. We keep missing the marker, and we keep trying to oppress groups of people instead of getting rid of the behavior that is causing the problems. Rape is a problem. Murder is a problem. Enslavement is a problem. Like, if you listen to the story, like, if you actually read Noah's Ark and you seen after God saved them that were on the ark, Noah took with him his family, right? And so, like, his grandson literally, allegedly, from that story, raped him. They were drunk, and he raped Noah. And instead of fucking killing his grandson, he made him a slave. Like, why would you make him a slave? This nigga is an ancestral rapist. He raped his own grandfather. Like, if he raped you, bitch, he was gonna rape everybody else. Like, why make him a slave? Why take him and just treat him less than, like, why not wipe out that genetic code so it don't fucking repeat and reproduce? Like, why we ain't do that? And even though I know, spirits is spirits, like, why we ain't hollering at God like, this one is defective? Why are we creating slaves? Why are we being okay that this behavior gets to stay in society? Why aren't we, getting that shit out? So when I look at these stories, to me, it's less about if someone is homosexual, someone is straight, someone is rich, someone is poor, someone is black, someone is white, someone is this, someone is that. It's like y'all missing the marker of the behavior. Y'all will allow labels. You will literally put prophets on a pedestal. Jesus didn't want to be made a god. Y'all made him a god. You made him you made Jesus a god. When Jesus was preaching to you the whole time that God is within you. That to be human was to make mistakes and to be flawed. Y'all made him where you made him seem like he wasn't flawed while he was living here on earth. When the whole message he was preaching was, thou who have not sinned, cast the first stone. That lets you know, in my brain, in my mind, he letting me know that, like, he know to be human. Whether God gave him to this world or not, to be human literally means that I'm going to make mistakes. So how can I condemn the next nigga for making a mistake? Because I'm not even on their journey, on their path. So a lot of y'all preach that Jesus is the way, but don't even realize Jesus' message. Y'all don't even realize Jesus' whole message. Because sick people literally have programmed us to literally believe in what they believe in so that they can be over us. And boy, how that's backfired. That has backfired extremely well, if you ask me. For us anyway. And it seems the more that they try to continue their ways, the more that this shit quickly unravel at its seams. It's like they've gotten so fucking greedy, they're not even allowed, they can't even fucking strategically think or plan. It's like these fools are fools and we can do whatever we want, however we want it. And it's like, okay, all right. And unfortunately, those who refuse to wake up and I don't even say refuse to wake up. It's those who refuse to, be on the side of, and that's debatable what you feel right, but I would say be on the side of God. And so, like, those who have chosen to be an adversary, literally, that's how I like to call it. But I know, I'll tell you openly, I have religious trauma. And so, like, literally, instead of, the devil or Satan or Lucifer, like, look to me, on my end of my journey and the path that I have walked, Lucifer is the light bearer. Lucifer brings fucking knowledge. Lucifer was the light bearer, the sun. Like, literally, the stories we have heard about the devil and all that stuff literally came. That's not even a part of that's a part of Christianity. So, like, that is a part of Christianity that literally how can I put this? Like, even if you go back to the story of Job, like, that is a Jewish religion. They're not talking about, like, what do they call the devil? They reference the devil as the snake, if that's how you want to translate it. But they reference it in the story of Adam and Eve, which is in Genesis, is like the snake. Or they talk about in Job, like, it being like an adversary. So, like, literally in Jewish text is like temptation. So, like, temptation. So, like, are you gonna master your lust? Are you gonna master your wants over your needs? And are you gonna be able to tell the difference? So, to me, like, I don't know, my thinking just be different angles of this shit. And so it's like, master yourself. And once you master yourself, like, earth becomes a much better place, because, like, you're able to see that, like, from my own personal situation with my mother tries to attack me, like, whenever she, and I'm starting to not even look at it as just her. Like, I'm starting to get to that point where, like, I ain't even personalizing it. Like, I just look at it like spirits come through. And so I feel like when I'm happy, when I'm at my happiest, I get attacked. When I think when there is like this big detachment, like a unknown, I get attacked. And so, like, literally, because it used to be other things too, but it's just like, okay, well, I no longer allow you to control me. So, like, literally, you have no pull there. But, like, I noticed now, I get attacked a lot when I'm very happy, or like when I'm exuding confidence and assurance of myself. And I also notice, like, when I am chilling and like there is no whole bunch of, talking and all that shit, kiki haha, and it's just like I noticed that, like, spirit come through and it's some random shit that's just trying to attack me through her. Not realizing that, like, I don't give a fuck about these titles I identify as. Like, I don't care. um I really don't. Like, it ain't really nothing you can do to me that ain't already been done to me. And even if you can, God already have shown me that if God want me to pull through that shit, I'm gonna pull through that shit. And if God want to take me out this bitch, God gonna take me out this bitch. So, like, literally, nothing really scares me anymore, and nothing can hold weight over what's to come. So, like, nothing can stop what's to come. You know, nothing can. And I'm literally just doing this shit for free, talking for free to those who may need to hear it. I already know in the algorithm, a lot of my videos get suppressed. Some, will say it's cuss words, but I feel like that is so fucking hypocritical, because, like, literally, you can sell poison to the youth through the music with cuss words in it. I literally grew up with that fucking shit day in, day out, on my radio station, in a car, like, at home, like. So literally, like, now that I'm grown and I'm a product of that, I can't curse. I can't get paid to curse. Like, these niggas got paid to curse. Like, I'm not even trying to push poison. Like, I just got colorful language, and I know big words and small words, and so, like, literally, I can't, my videos get suppressed in the algorithm. So, like, literally, no, I'm not changing nothing that I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing it exactly how I'm doing it, because I was given a vision that I'm not supposed to conform to the system no more. Not ever fucking again. I'm supposed to be myself. And whatever that shows up as and whatever that look like, I'm supposed to be myself. I'm not supposed to conform to the system no more. I've already been in the system and left my motherfucking mark. So, like, literally, now I am supposed to be creating different pathways and different ways to show people to be yourself, to do you. I'm not supposed to go along with the algorithm. I'm supposed to flow in against that shit. I'm supposed to resist that shit. I'm supposed to break the system. I'm not supposed to conform to no fucking system. I was never born to conform to a system. But in order to learn the systems, sometimes you have to get in the systems. Sometimes you have to be in the systems just to see what's wrong with the systems, to see how the systems function. You can't learn your enemy if you don't get up in there. It's just sometimes we lose ourselves when we get into that. But, like, God got you. God didn't put you in those situations for you to be lost forever. God put you in them systems so that you could reveal what the fuck was wrong, how it operated, what not to do, how corrupt it is. Welcome to Earth School. You signed up to be a fucking warrior. You signed up to be a warrior. Give yourself a pat on the back that you made it through last year. That you made it through this year. That as a child, like, if you on my goddamn wavelength, if you a part of my group, like, literally, Like, you went through complete fucking hell as a child. Complete hell as a child. As a child, you went through shit that adults would crumble if they had to experience it as an adult. As a child, you went through that. As an adult, you have been through things that would drive the average adult and fucking sane. Like, they couldn't come back from it. They couldn't come back from it. Your path wasn't for the faint of heart. Your path wasn't easy. Your path wasn't even hard. It was insane. Your path was insane if you on my group. If you on my wavelength. Your path was insane. And so literally, like, you signed up to be an ultimate warrior. Give yourself a pat on the back that you still here. That you still have your mind. That you are still sane. That you accomplished the certain things that you accomplished while you were going through a living hell. That you ain't afraid of the fucking devil because you done stared the devil in the eyes and said, fuck you. I don't rock that way. Like, I'm with God. I'm with for what's right. I'm not just what's for what's right for me. I'm for what's right for everybody. And like, I even had moments where I have chose selfishness and survival over what's good for everybody else. Like, fuck it. I gotta make sure I'm straight. It's okay. You're human. You repent. You ask for forgiveness. And for me, like I said, I've had religious trauma. I don't like the words like repent and all that stuff. But like, basically, I had to even rethink of what forgiveness meant to me, because in a Western standpoint, we have been brainwashed that forgiveness means forget. Forgiveness means that I allow you to keep doing that shit over and over again. That's not forgiveness. Forgiveness literally is, I can literally say, I don't want to deal with you ever again in my life, but I forgive you for what you did. I'm not going to be bitter about it. I'm not going to hate you about it. I'm not going to hold on to that shit forever. Like, I literally had an aunt that I watched. I have a vivid memory. I never fucking forgot. I never talked about it, but I never fucking forgot. Like, literally seeing her watch me be burned a fucking alive at the door. I literally have, it's not vivid as memories, but I have memories of her doing fucked up shit to me as a child. And I mean, this is like preschool and under. Like, a lot of my trauma that I can remember trauma from when I was a baby. But no one's going to believe me besides those who know. Like, you get your memories back sometimes. Like, sometimes you actually retrieve those memories. I have memories of stuff. But I have memories of her in particular. There's no question no fucking about it. Like, literally cut my scalp out of my head on some black magic shit. And I ain't even talking about that black magic that I would just say some bad magic on some bad magic shit. I have memories of her doing certain things to me that I don't even want to talk about. People uphold female pedos like they don't do damage like men do, and they do. They do just as much harm. It's the same shit. It's just a different gender. Only society will protect female pedophiles even more than they protect the men. It's sick and it's sad, but she has done so many atrocities against me, and when she finally died, I felt nothing. You know, I thought I'd feel happy, like, this bitch is dead, like, ding dong, the witch is dead, and like I could do a dance and a jig. I felt fucking nothing. You know what I had to do? I had to go take me a walk so I could really process my feelings. And I wasn't sad, but I also wasn't happy either. It did not bring me the gratification that I once thought it would. Like, when this bitch finally die, I'm gonna feel better. And it's like, no. Revenge rarely makes you feel better. You have to heal what's in you that literally these people tried to steal from you. They have tried to steal and sacrifice parts of your soul, your spirit, and literally, if you're on my wavelength, you can't be broken. You are literally the epitome of not being able to be broken. You're indestructible, and literally nothing can break you until nothing can break you, first of all, period. But literally you won't be gone from here until it's your time to go from here. So it ain't nothing to be scared of. It ain't nothing that nobody can do to you. None of that shit. Like, follow your path, follow the God within you, so that you're not tricked and easily bamboozled by lust and greed and temptation. I literally last year experienced so many beautiful things, but so many hurtful things too. And it's like I experienced so many things that I have yet to be able to talk about publicly. And I experienced like lust in a different mentality. Like, I never viewed me chasing love as lust. Um and the reason it was because, like, literally my definition of love was warped. How can you have a good healthy relationship with love if you never experienced it? And I will say this, like, I was able to give love, but the same love that I was able to give, I needed to give my fucking self. And it's like a lot of times we don't realize that, and it's like so simple and right there in your face. And it's like, but how do I love myself? But like, I'm just so conditioned and used to giving love to everybody else, but I don't know how to love my own self. And for me, I've learned over this year, to put it as far as Earth School, like, love to me is the ability to meet your needs. That's love. When someone is willing to consider you. And so, like, look at those things as what you view from the outside. Like, this is what you should be doing for you. And so, like, literally taking myself into consideration. Just a small example of this. And it's so small, right? And I think mothers know. So I have purchased something for myself. This has happened so many times. And like, it's like now I'm just now starting to say, like, this shit is mine. Like, I'm not sharing this. And matter of fact, is this on my head? Like, I purchased this. It's a little pink little ski mask. And like, I purchased this for myself, like, because I'm starting to like my colors again. Like, I literally was on some black dark shit. And I still love my black dark shit. Like, don't get me wrong. I love it. But I also like colors. Like, I love vibrant colors. Like, I love the bright colors. I like regular colors. I like warm colors. Like, I like colors. And that's coming back to me. A lot of things have been coming back to me. I like going to a car show. I learned I love cars. Like, I always loved cars. Like, when I was a teenager, I had a Jeep on 20s. Like, come on now. So like, I loved cars, but what I lacked was I didn't have anybody to teach me how to work on cars. And it was something that, like, I always wanted to do. Like, I always wanted to learn how to work on cars. But it was like I never had a father figure just sit down and just be like, this is how you change the oil. Like, I always wanted to know how to change my own fucking oil. I always wanted to know how to do actual engine work, or like rebuild the engine or rebuild the transmission. Like, do shit like that. And so, but I like literally suppressed that. Like, at an early age, I told, like, I would say certain stuff like that, and like I would be told, like, that's for boys. And like, I hated that shit, because like, I literally was born a free spirit. Like, what the fuck you mean these gender norms that exist? Like, but bitch, I don't like cook. I used to argue, like, I argued with my mother and my stepmother at the time. Like, I used to argue with them. Like, she used to tell me that I wasn't gonna get no boyfriend or no husband because I used to bite my fingernails. And I was just like, how shallow. Like, I used to say shit like this. Like, how dumb is that? Like, if he don't like me because I bite my fingernails, like, then he don't need to be with me. Like, because that's something so small. Like, if you irritated by that, like, bitch, you shallow. Like, what is wrong with you? Why would Okay, so you can literally have a person in your dreams right here in your face because she bite her fingernails. Like, that's a problem. Like, bitch, matter of fact, like, let's just be honest. I bit my fingernails and my toenails. Like, bitch, I'm a monkey. Like, I'm a gorilla in this bitch. Like, I'm an animal. Like, don't try to box me into this shit. Like, I walk around the house picking shit up with my feet. Like, I am, like, literally, that's how I was when I was little. Like, I just didn't give a fuck. Like, I even taught I taught my daughter and my nephew how to do shit like that. Like, I don't feel like being no picking this shit up. Like, I'm gonna use my appendages because that's what I learned when I was in my room by myself as a kid. I learned to be in my body. I learned to be out my body. I learned a lot of different shit, and I just learned. I knew as a child. I think we just come here as children. We come here who we are, and we are meant to adjust and adapt to earth, but we're not meant to be beaten, battered, and bruised to the point of like blind submission and blind obedience and complete control. um I think that's where like things get lost because I never really fell into that shit. But like we're in earth school, and in order for me to survive, I had to dumb myself down. I had to, and I feel like if you was intelligent anyway, you got to see it. You saw who I was. Like if you was intelligent, you was able to see who I was, even while I was dumbing myself down or dimming my light. Like, um, but for those who weren't intelligent enough, and I had to do those things just to survive around you, I forgive you. Just leave me alone. Just leave me the fuck alone. And all is well. On my end. You know, what's done is done. Whatever's done is done, and that goes for me too. Whatever is done on my end. But just leave me alone. Um, but yeah, I definitely had to learn about love on my journey of Earth School, and it was self love. I feel like that is it's a lot of main things that I had to learn, but self love was a big one. Being comfortable with being myself, regardless of who accepts it, regardless of who um is okay with it, like all that shit. Like I had to learn how to be myself. Um and that was hard. Like no one talks about enough about going to college and having to assimilate into white academia, being the minority in the classrooms, um, hearing how they talk about definitely being in education, like hearing how they view our children, um, hearing how the education system is truly set up. Like we learned it in school. Like won't nobody hiding those facts once we got to school. Like nobody was hiding it. I even remember having a conversation about why do we focus so much on, talking about the poor black children in the urban areas when like you have poor people in the rural areas. And I think that like literally the view is that like they've caused the conditions for those children. And so we should focus on them because it is a larger problem at hand. But then like in my brain it was like I just felt like I don't want to be the only black person in this classroom, and you white people are talking about the poor black children that literally your systems have caused these conditions for. Like why we ain't talk about y'all children? Like and I think it to them it was like, as far as my teachers and shit, it was like, trying to right its wrongs. And it's like, we need to right them wrongs across the board, like across the whole entire board. Cause being out here, like I said in another video, it's a parallel. Different environment, same shit, same oppression. And not the same exact, like, excuse me, not the same exact, but similar oppression. It's not the same. But it's very similar oppression. Even out here, y'all get better treatment than the fucking city urban children. But it's still the same narrative. It's still the same narrative. truancy is way worse out here. Far as like how they handle truancy, and it's like y'all really just ready to set them jails up. You still have substance abuse issues. There's not a lot going on out here. It's not a lot. So literally, I'm able to see different worldviews. Even though I had a taste of it mentally as a child, like I was already like, yeah, we got problems all over this place. Um, and so like now I get to see how I've been able to be a part of the solution as going to college, picking to have a career that didn't pay well. Literally, I actually had to lose money because I wouldn't even say lose money, but I had to invest my own money into my classroom, into my children. I also used to like certain children, like literally do things for them outside of school. So like literally, um, I'm so thankful that I picked the career path that I picked. I'm so thankful that I majored in what I majored in college. I'm so thankful that I didn't drop out of college like I wanted to drop out of college. I didn't want to be in there. Like after a while, I just realized like that shit was less about education than it was like your determination, your fortitude to hang in there. Like a lot of people have education that's not very intelligent. So like literally, um, it's just your willpower to, overcome obstacles, just like life. And so, yeah, Earth is a school. Depending on what contracts you sign, what journey you pick, is what you get. And don't let nobody shame you or guilt you and say things like, if I was, we all do shit like that. If it was me, I would have did da 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 da. You can't say that because you don't know what the fuck you would have did if you was in that situation, having to, you know, be that person. You're not that person. So like literally you don't know what you would have done. And a lot of times people say that and end up in similar situations and don't even do as well as you. So like literally, um I just warrant you, if you are at certain different levels of consciousness of your journey and your awareness of your journey, to remain faithful. Like literally, if it's not the word God for you, like literally hone in on your view of God, your view of your higher power, like your view of how you deem that. So like literally, that's my thing to you, is to like just literally be so grounded and so sure of yourself and the higher power you serve, that like literally you don't allow nobody to rattle you, to shake your faith. And if you ain't there yet, it is a journey and a process. Don't let nobody shame you for where you at in your journey or your process. Don't go out here chasing this fucking money. I swear to God, that is a downfall. Don't go out here chasing no money. You are selling your soul for money, and you shouldn't do that. Like, if you gotta chase it, I feel like this is a rule in like, if you gotta chase it, it ain't meant for you. If you gotta chase it, it ain't meant for you. That does not mean that it shouldn't require hard work. It does not mean that it shouldn't be something that you have to be determined and persevere through. It means that if you are constantly bumping your head against a goddamn wall and literally you praying and the blockages, and then you get the shit, and then like literally like it ain't working out for you, like literally that is a sign that maybe you should stop chasing. Maybe you should stop chasing that thing, and literally go within and pray to God to provide you with what you need, to provide you with what you actually need. The money is a tool. The money is a tool. Yes, we need money to survive.